Good morning. It's just before 7 o'clock. I am getting ready to head up behind me here into the Sooke Foothills. Today's about a 24-25 kilometer route. I'm just going to scout out a few connector paths. I'm planning out a big route out here. So looking this morning for a couple connector trails, taking a couple alt routes up to some of the peaks I'm going to run and see what I can see. Sun looks beautiful this morning, just missed sunrise, slept in a bit, but we'll get some good cold weather. It's about 2 degrees, -2, looks like there's a light dusting of snow up there, so see what we can see. So I'm about 3.5-4 kilometers into the run today, looking for a back way up to Braden Peak and Castle Peak. Problem is, when you're scouting your routes, sometimes the trails that are out there just aren't out there when you get there. Okay, verdict is in. There is some trail back here, but it's definitely not runnable. I suspect that it's more of an animal path at this point. Might be able to hike it and do some bushwhacking, but if I'm running 100k back here, this is not what I want to be seeing. So I'm going to go back up to the well-marked route that I do know, which will mean a little bit of extra on the day of the event, but run an extra 1.5 kilometers on logging road to connect up to a nice trail is way better than getting lost in the bush. This is the official way up, and I'll be up in Mount Braden. If I come down this way, I'm guessing probably 20 minutes to the top, so a little bit of a push and we'll see where we're at. Hope to catch some sunrise or post-sunrise. So of course, just hit the trails. This is where it opens up a bit. I'm down off that really icy ridge. Want to get running, but one of the things I'm doing today as well is trying some new gear. So I have here the Salmon in-flask filter. Just going to give it a run down at the creek. There's our creek. Nice and full, and then just goes right back in, filtered. Whew. So I'm out on the Corey connector here, which goes from the one chunk of the Sooke Park over to the other chunk of the Sea to Sky, Sooke Park. I think I'm actually in the small sliver that is provincial, not CRD right now. This trail's in really good shape actually. 600 meters or 800 meters of trail that was on private land. Kind of leave one park and enter the next. And there's definitely a half dozen trees across that path. It's a bit of a pity since otherwise this is really runnable. I mean, just great trails out there today. Nice, clear, open. Huge kudos to the park staff. I was through here last week with a group of friends, and there were tons of trees down on the trail on the section behind me. Came through today, and it was all cleared out. I'd say probably about 1.5 kilometers with dozens of trees down. So good on the crew. Thanks a bunch. Just a little note to myself. Come down this creek at the end of Quarry Pass, and I join the cut which goes into the Sooke Hills. Nice open path there. You can see it's flagged, and I do think that's going to join right up with the Shields Lake Trail in no time. This here is called the Cut. I believe it goes up to Crabtree. It might be that it actually goes all the way back up to the reservoir. Clearly, CRD Trail Maintenance is saying do not go that way, and you don't want to go that way. Everything's down. That's a decommissioned trail. That needs to come off all trails, really. Or just more importantly, don't go use it. I came in from down here at the parking lot, up. I went around the back and I tried to find an alternate route, but I got all swamped out there, so came back up, went the traditional Mount Braden way, came down here, tested the water. This is all being cleared on the Vest Trail. Very nice clearing. Great new route that I haven't done before coming up here. A little bit spotty, no maintenance. Came down in here, it's getting nice again. That being said, up in this little wilderness area here, it is unclear what's going on with the trails. I'm about to spit out and come back into Sooke Mountain Provincial Park, and then to see the sky. Last week we came this way around the bottom. I'm not entirely sure I want to do that today. It was very, very dense with fallen trees, lots of salal, a bit marshy. It's going to slow me right down. I did only intend to come out here for a few hours this morning. So I'm here. I think I'm going to come down, see where it connects up to the trail here. I was worried that this was cutting up to Crab Lake. There is a trail there. It's being closed off and it looks quite overgrown. If I should run this big route, I think I'd come down and just loop around. Adds a little bit of distance, but not much time. Probably actually shorter. So I'm going to go check out, see how it links up on that path. I think I know exactly where it comes out, but just want to double check and move on. So all in all, pretty good day, about 26 kilometers, 1,000 meters. Took me 4.5 hours, which was longer than expected, but there was a fair amount of exploration, which is what I was out there to do. Checking out some new paths and some new routes. That definitely feels like I was redoing the hardest section of last week's 43K a couple times over. But I think I got some good intel. Looking forward to creating a really good route out here.